Hey readers, so when we're studying literature, we can look at the character in the story to see more in the story as a whole. Throughout the year, we have learned how to study characters, come up with ideas about them, and talk about them. So when we study a character, we can think about their feelings and traits, how they change, what they want or what motivates them, how they respond to difficulty, the way they are complicated, the ways they act with different people, and how they are on the inside versus how they are on the outside. Please take a moment to grab this chart and glue it into the next available page of your reading notebook. Once you have finished gluing it, you'll press play and continue the video. So go ahead and pause now to glue. Thanks for coming back. So we can learn about our characters in times of trouble. When a person has a problem, the way in which they deal with that problem can speak volumes about that person. So today I want to teach you that sometimes readers think thematically by naming the problem that a character faces, then asking what lessons does the character learn from that problem, or what might the author want me to know about that problem or issue. So let's think about our main character, Keck. He faces a lot of problems throughout our story, Home of the Brave. He's in a strange new place. He's learning a different language. The snow is cold. He hasn't experienced that before. He's lost his family and they worry about him. He's feeling misplaced in this new country. He's a survivor of war. He's all alone, and he's struggling with homework. That's something that's new to him as well. Now, the easy part is listing out what all of those problems are that a character faces, but the really hard part is figuring out how he deals with them. So what does he do to deal with these struggles? The way he reacts to these issues portray a larger theme or a larger message. So I'm going to turn to page 45 in our text, and I'm going to read an excerpt here. So right at the bottom. Are you glad that you're here, Gonmar? I ask. He breathes in and out, in and out. This is a good land, he says. There's great freedom here, but even when you travel far, the ghosts don't stay behind. They follow you. You come here to make a new life, but the old life is still haunting you. We don't say anything for a few minutes. Finally, Gonmar speaks. They're all gone, Keck. They're all dead. I want to hate Gonmar for his words, but I am too weary for anger. Already there are so many people to hate. Too many. Not all, I finally whisper. Not Mama. He sighs. It isn't good to fool yourself. I've learned that much. Hoping isn't foolish, I say. If I can make it all the way here, then anything can happen. He shakes his head. Crazy boy, Gonmar says. Hoping doesn't make a thing true. Remember when you were no taller than my knee and you thought you could talk to the cattle? They listened, I say. They just didn't answer. How about when you believed you could fly? Remember how you jumped from the top of the acacia tree? I still have the scar on my elbow, I say. And anyway, the flying part was fun. Only the landing was troublesome. You can't make yourself a bird, Keck. Some things will never be. A man does not give up, I say. A man knows when he's defeated, Gonmar replies. I wipe away a tear with the soft cloth in my hand. I don't answer. I'm afraid of what the answer might be. So that's a pretty big section of our text here. How is Keck reacting to everything that's happening around him, and what does Katherine Applegate want us to know about the issues in this book based on the way Keck deals with them? Well, in my opinion, Keck has a lot of hope. It's as if he can't let his mom be dead. He has hope. It kind of sounds like we found a possible theme of this book. So I'm wondering, what exactly is a theme? A theme is the central, underlying, and controlling idea or insight of a work of literature, such as Home of the Brave. So it is the center of the book, similar to a thesis statement to your essay. It is the one piece of information that the entire book is written around. So it's the idea that the writer wishes to convey or communicate about the subject, just like when you choose a thesis statement for your essay. The writer's view of the world, or a revelation about human nature. So it's their ideas, it's their insight that they're trying to communicate with you. Think of it, you can compare it to a theme song. How many shows do you know that have a theme song, the same song that plays every single time? Or a character who every time they show up in the show, they have the same song playing. It's a message they're trying to convey, or a feeling that they want you to have when that character comes out. Or think about a themed birthday party. What is the one central idea that you wanted in your birthday party? Is it dinosaurs or is it superheroes? So it's a central idea that everything else revolves around. So we had mentioned, possibly in this book, we're trying to communicate hope. So let's make it a little bit bigger than that. We've got our theme down to one word, but let's elaborate it into more of a statement. So I think we have a few possible themes in Home of the Brave that circle around hope. We could say sometimes people need to hold on to hope. It's possible that Katherine Applegate, our author, is trying to spread that to us, to tell us that sometimes people just need to hold on to hope. She could be trying to tell us that sometimes other people want to take your hope away, but you don't have to let them. She could be trying to tell us that sometimes, even when things are bad, you need to believe that they will get better. So all of these ideas revolve around our word hope, but by elaborating them, we have a more concise central theme or central idea all around the word hope. What I'd like you to do today is, as you're reading, I want you to think about the theme in your book. So what is the one word that your book could be about? And then turn that into a sentence, just as if you were writing a thesis statement. What is the central idea that your author is trying to communicate with you as she or he is writing your book? Once you have this, grab a sticky note and you'll see a chart paper on the front board. Put your name on the sticky note, put your theme, put your sentence, and leave it up front for us. Happy reading.